Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to do decode ways. It's a medium problem on Leetcode. So now let's move on to the problem statement. A message containing letters from A to Z can be encoded into numbers using the following map. A is mapped to 1 and B is mapped to 2 and carry on this way. We get Z is mapped to 26. To decode an encoded message, all the digits must be grouped then mapped back into letters using the reverse of mapping above. There may be multiple ways. For example, 11106 can be mapped into AAJF with grouping 1110 J KJF with grouping 1110 Note that the grouping 1106 is invalid because 06 can't be mapped into F since F6 is different from 06. Given string is containing only digits, return the number of ways to decode it. A test cases are generated so that the answer fits in 32-bit integer. So first of all, I will be doing a recursive solution and then I will memorize it and then I will write a bottom up DP and then I will space optimize it. So let's move on to the solution directly. So we are gonna make a function solve to solve the problem, which we are gonna start from index 0 and passing string as it is. Now let's write the function solve int index string s, and if index has reached the end, then we have found a valid decoding. Basically, solve index s solves for finding the number of encoding starting at the index in the string s. So if s index is equal to 0, then we will return a 0 because there is no encoding possible starting with a 0. Otherwise, we will make a variable rest to count all the ways. There will be two ways in which we get the encodings. One is when we take the number at the index as a single value, as a single element. Otherwise, if we club it with the next element, then we get another way. Then we get another number, another encodings. So if we use only the letter at the index, so we need to solve the ahead problem index plus 1 comma s, and if the index is less than s dot size minus 1, it means that the next element exists, and s of index, the character at the index position is equal to 1 or it's equal to 2, then only it can be clubbed with the next number. Otherwise we get a number greater than 26 and that encoding would be possible, and the next element should be less than equal to 7. Otherwise less than 7, not equal to 7, because if it's more than 7, then the number would be like uh, 27 or 28. For that the encoding won't be possible. So after that we are gonna just add the above ahead problem, answer of the ahead problem, to the rest variable that is storing answer, and then we will return rest. And now let's submit and see if it works. It is basically giving a TLE, time extended error. We need to memorize the solution. So we will make a vector array, vector int dp s dot size comma -1, initialize with -1, and we need to pass it in the solve function. vector int solve vector int dp. It should be passed by a reference rather than by value, and we need to modify the all the function calls, and then we need to check if dp int is not equal to -1. We have already calculated it, then we will just return dp int. Otherwise we need to make res equal to dp int equal to res, and now I guess we are done. It's accepted on the lead code, but yet I will write the bottom of dp to for your knowledge. For writing the bottom of dp, we just need to note the indexes and run it from the reverse. For in in the above case, we are moving from ahead from 0 to n minus 1 n. In this case, we are going to move from n minus 1 to 0. And now we need to just copy the recurrence relation, and the base case is 0, so we need to I will initialize the whole array with 0. It won't be a problem. Now I need to just remove the solve and add, instead of that I need to use dp array, which I have already formed. Now let me just run the code. I need to remove the return statement as well. I haven't declared n, so I need to use s dot size. I'm using int. I have by mistake I have written it as int I. So there is an error in this. Let me check how many test cases are passing in this. Only 58 test cases are passing. So let me recheck my code. So basically a base case was missing. Here I used if the int is equal to the end of the array, then we return 1, and so dps dot size would be also equal to 1. Now just let me just instead of using a dp array of size n plus 2, where n is the size of the string, I'm gonna just use three variables to do this question, do this question rather than a whole dp array. I'll basically space optimize this code. So basically the space optimization would be, I need a int next, which would be equal to 1, int next to next, that would be equal to 0 initially, and int current, that we will compute current would be equal to 0 as well, and we will compute in the ahead iterations as well. So I'm just replace int plus dp int plus 1 by next, and dp int plus 2 by next to next, and I just need to make current equal to res. I don't need to initialize. I'm just initializing it for, like, I don't need to really initialize current, but I'm just doing it for purpose. And then I need to just make next to next. After the whole loop, I'm just gonna make, after the whole iteration, I'm just gonna make next to next equal to next, and next equal to current, and at last I'm just gonna return the current, because next, because it will be showing the current after the last iteration. Let me just run the code and see if it works. So next to next, I made a syntax error here. So let's see if it works. It's now working absolutely fine. It is just that if the index is equal, if it's 0, we need to make the current 0, else we need to do the whole computation, and after the whole computation is complete, we need to make next equal to next, and next equal to current, and after that next is equal to the current, so we need to return the next. We can also return the current, it won't be a problem. Just see that I'm returning current. It would also give the correct answer. So thank you for watching my video. Do like and subscribe my channel.